Assistant Professor at LG Institute of Engineering and Technology, Department of Instrumentation and Control. Our subject is Industrial Data Communication and Distributed Control System. Chapter 1, Introduction and History of DCS. Topic, Distributed Control, Level 1, 2, 3 and Level 4 in automation, low level task and higher level task. First, I discuss distributed control. In last lecture, I have started early computer system. An early computer system divided in three parts. Number 1, direct digital control, centralized computer system, and third is distributed control. So, in today's session, I discuss distributed control. Why we require distributed control system, right? There are some problems in centralized computer system in 1960. Okay, so because of problems experienced with the centralized computer system of late 1960, most of the new computer projects of the early 1970s were relatively small. The distributed computer system have small set of boxes and boxes containing one or more microprocessor. Each of the boxes control one or a very few loops. Here you can see arrangement of distributed control system. You can see one picture of plant shown on your screen, right? And in plant, different controllers are connected with process, and each controller connect with data highway. Okay, so data highway send to the data to central control room, and you can see operator is available at control room. So here controller communication through data sent to the operator. Here discussed about that picture, right? All of them were connected by single high-speed data link that permitted communication between each of microprocessor-based boxes and with a centralized operator station or console. Okay. These systems solved the problems of reliability in two ways. These units controlled only a few process loop. So any single failure involved in few loops. Digital backup capability was developed. Okay, in centralized computer system, backup capability was not developed, right? So in distributed control system, backup capability was developed in 1970. Advantages of distributed control system. A modular system development capability that is easy to use. Second advantage, a colored CRT based, largely programmed operator interface system that is easy to adapt to the individual plant situation. Third advantage, a pre-programmed menu type of instruction system for microcontroller of the controller box. And next advantage, this permit to final programming of the total system to be done by pushing by a few buttons on the screen, right? So in distributed control, CRT available, right? Easy to operate, okay? Pre-programmed menu and instruction are available, right? And also keyboard is available in distributed control system. So operator can easily operate whole system, right? And last advantage, easy to operate program menu. Next, explain level 1, 2, 3 and 4 in automation. 7 marks. Okay. In GTU, this question can be also asked in exam. Or explain DCS structure in 7 marks. In DCS, actual command and data topology of system can be divided first hierarchical structure and number 2 hierarchical structure. Okay, there is some difference in hierarchical and hierarchical structure. You can see on your screen. In hierarchical structure, we can send information by level to level. Okay, and in hierarchical structure, we can send information as a priority based, one level to another level. So here explain about hierarchical structure. These have distinct command and data path such that each element receives command from the back level and send information the level above it. Next, hierarchical structure. So here explained about hierarchical structure. These structures have various control elements within overall system and have an equal priority within the distributed environment. It is more flexible than hierarchical structure, but there are problems of communication. Next, here discussed about hierarchy level. Okay, so at first level we have to install transducers, right? Then after we install at second level, that is for communication between input and output, right? And third level for monitoring done by supervisory control, and last for management level. Okay, so here discussed about hierarchy level, right? At first place, there are transducers and controller installed in the close proximity to the process. At second level, the input-output parameters are communicated to the next level of controller placed in control room. And third level, that is for monitoring, is done by supervisory control, which is at next level in hierarchy. And last level, that is for management level. So management level, which is at the highest level in hierarchy, manage coordinates the entire system for smooth functioning of the same. Most commonly used structure is hierarchical structure as shown on next page. Here you can see process to data sent to the specialized dedicated controller, right? And specialized dedicated controller to data sent to the direct digital controller. Here specialized dedicated controller, that is level 1A, and operator's console, that is level 1B. So process to data send to specialized dedicated controller and specialized to send data to direct digital controller, right? You can see on my screen. Then process send to the data direct digital controller, right? And then send to the data to operators console. Then level 2 for supervisors control level, right? And then after level 3 for communication with level 2, right? So level 2 and level 3 for supervisors, right? But level 2 for supervisor control level and level 3 for internally coordination, right? Then after level 4 for management level, okay? Level 4A for production and scheduling management, okay? Level 4B for management information level, right? So this is the hierarchy structure for our system. The function of each levels is listed below. So level 0 for field level, you can see in diagram, right? Process that is a field level and this is the level 0. Then after controller, that is for level 1, level 2 and level 3 for supervisory and last level for management level. So here function of level 0, this level comprises of the basic field instruments like sensors, transmitters, etc., which are directly connected to the process, or we can say give the information about the actual process. Level 1, direct process control, that is a level 1. This level handles the following functions: data acquisition, data check, plant monitoring, open and closed loop, reporting. Level 1A cover contact with the plant process. Level 1B the contact with operators console. Level 2 plant supervisory control. This level handles following functions: plant performance monitoring, plant coordination, optimal process control, adaptive control, failure detections. Okay. Level 3 production and scheduling and control. This level handles the following functions. Number 1, production dispatching, inventory control, production supervision, production rescheduling, production reporting. Level 4, plant management. This level handles following function: market and customer analysis, orders and sales statistics, capacity and order balance, order dispatching, production planning, term supervision, financial survey. 4A covers contact with the plant, right, scheduling, etc. And 4B the contact with upper management information, right, that is a send to the higher level. Low level task. Level 0, level 1 tasks are known as low level task, and high level task, that means level 2, level 3 and level 4 tasks are known as higher level tasks. Thank you for watching video. If you have any query, then you can ask me.